push-up taken high, surely. Gets some room. Swings around. Push-up! Push-up king! Oh, there's a dust on in the middle.
3 on 1.
3 or 4 are starting to get involved.
Push-up.
Here comes push-up! Push-up! He's decked him! He was twice his bloody size! Insta-kick forward.
Push-up.
Pick up, push-up! Push-up! Oh, look at this man! He is a genius!
Look at him.
Carlton versus Richmond at the MCG, and there is one of our all-time favourites on Triple M footy, who tragically, through suspension, won't be out there tonight, Spud, and that breaks our heart because can't wait to see him back in action and doing what he does best, which is just dominating out here on the MCG, Spud.
No, it's really disappointing. And JB, he just goes to another level when the push-up king, and you introduce him, Gaz. He's your favourite.
Well, he's one of my favourites, but JB's his man.
He's not it.
And Jim will be driving in because he's been working. But push-up, great to have you in here, mate. And how disappointed are you that, don't worry about the game, but you can't perform for Jim?
Yeah, it's thanks for having me, guys. But yeah, it's disappointing to not be out there, and this one probably hurts the most because the boys have been playing so well, and you know the continual improvement that they're having. It's pretty easy for the crowd and fans and everyone to see, and to not be a part of it sort of, digs deep this one.
Jake, you have adapted to that, and in the past you've admitted your errors and you've been remorseful and admitted your errors, but right now, is it hard for you to cop missing this game based on how it was done last year? And for people who do forget, it was pretty sketchy video evidence, wasn't it? The match review panel missed whatever incident was you had on the sling tackle on Andy Otten of Adelaide, and it was after the match review panel had released its findings that the video was looked at, and even then it was quite inconclusive. Do you feel hard done by still?
I do. I'd be the first to admit that when I stuff up, I stuff up, you know, and this one, look, I would have done things a lot different, but times have changed, and look, it's happened, it's over with, there's not much I can do about it, so I have to just move on, and
Jackie, before you move on, is there a little bit more to this? Was there a situation where the Crows actually requested that video get thrown up the match review? And I know Jackie might want to speak about this, so we might talk around it. But
you say it then.
Well, I think what happened is that it was all done and dusted.
What are you alluding to?
I think the Adelaide Crows have broken the code on this one. They've lagged in push-up. And as a result,
cost an extra 10,000 here tonight at the MCG, and JB's sooking.
Let alone our audience. So black line through the Adelaide Crows. Jakey, was that the story that was right or not?
Just say nothing if that's true. No,
there it is, Spud.
Confirmation without confirmation.
You can tell by the eyes there, Luke, and well picked up there, Lukey.
Jake, I've just stepped back into the box. I've been doing some research out there, so you might have covered this. We've just been discussing Ben Cousins. I presume you played with him. What do you make of all that? How well did you know that lad?
I know Ben quite well, and he's a good mate of mine, and all I'll say, each to their own. Everyone chooses their own journey and their own path, Sam. So
that is absolutely what. That is correct. You only have to do one thing in life, and that's actually die. You don't have to do anything else unless you want to. And he is responsible. That's what I'm on about.
Delidio, great news. Signed a 5-year deal, and obviously the senior coach.
Yeah, ripping deal. Only depressing part about it is Brady signed his contract and then invited a few of us out for lunch the next day, and surely enough didn't reach into his pocket.
It's done like a Kyabram boy, but it doesn't surprise me. Jakey, speaking of Jake the Push-Up King, arguably Triple M's number one man, I think.
Arguably. Absolutely.
Well, rough would argue, but gets what's the summer months bring for you, mate? Because you got to have a break, you got to have a spell, get away from the club and freshen up. So, where did it take you?
It actually took me over to America. It was my first time I've really travelled. Never been one to steer away from pretty much Melbourne, to be honest. Went over to Mexico.
What part of Mexico?
Mexico.
Went over to
Be very
Cabo.
careful which streets you go down there, mate.
It's a beautiful place over there, Sam.
Yeah, about 4 streets I think you can enter now safely.
Not when you're the push-up king, Sam.
No,
you do what you like.
I think I fitted in well over there, Sam, so I had no complaints.
Just swagger down to the beach and the budgie smugglers, mate?
I kept the footy shorts on, so yeah.
Would have gone over well.
Yeah, no, it was a bit odd.
Were you travelling solo there, push-up, or did you have someone special with you?
I had two unique characters with me, Daniel Jackson and Tyrone Vickery.
Well, worldly travellers? I think Dan Jacko gets around a bit.
A couple of rough heads.
Jacko gets around a fair bit, and thinks that he knows his French quite well, so he'll be the first to admit
handy
that.
in Mexico.
He was no good.
So Mexico, then where did you go?
We went to LA.
Yeah.
We're in Vegas for a few days.
Hello.
Went to what was it?
Santa Monica?
Yeah, no, that was in. Yeah, we went there. That was in LA, but there was another one, San Francisco.
Oh yeah,
It was close, you know. I knew it started with an S. But went there and then come back and ended up in Thailand for a couple of days.
Jeez, you've had a hell of a trip.
Any more artwork? Push up. Any more artwork on the body?
There's a little bit still to go, so it's work in progress.
Didn't get over to the east side to New Orleans.
New Orleans?
New Orleans, well done. Got me, trumped me beautifully.
Push up. There's a man out there that's going to debut tonight for the Tigers, who I reckon is a bigger version of you. He's got a fair bit of anger about him. He's got a big mullet. Ivan Maric. Don't call him Ivan. Apparently he gets very upset if that's the case. But has he made a bit of an impact over the summer?
Yeah, no, it's definitely Big Ivan, so make sure you get it right. But his leadership and the way he controls the boys in the midfield has been outstanding. And I was lucky enough in a couple of games to be in there, and just to see him work for a guy who's come into a club and had such a big impact has been outstanding.
Jakey, the push-up king.
How many push-ups can you do?
Not many anymore.
No, but how many could you do? Do you know when you were training on?
It was 300, a little over 300.
300 push-ups?
So
That's
it was.
extraordinary.
Now listen, Jim's walked in, he's got some frontal pressure. As he wanders through.
He's up on his toes.
I'm sprinting in. Now, Sammy loves his cars, push up.
Yep.
Now, my mail was that maybe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, a motorbike come your way over the summer months or not?
It's sort of.
Sort of? What, you lent one or?
No, I like me motorbikes, so I've sort of got one getting built as we speak.
Custom style?
Yes.
What, a fat boy?
No, it's actually a soft tail, Sam. It's a custom-made soft tail, and a good bunch of mates of mine.
Give him a plug.
Macaulay Customs in Whittlesea.
Right.
So they've been looking after me, and we've been getting this bike up and running, and I reckon she's probably about a couple of months off.
Coach would be happy you've got it.
Absolutely hates it, Sam. He said I can show him once and then get rid of it.
I couldn't agree with him more.
Well, we're going to miss you tonight, mate.
We
That's
are
the bottom
indeed.
line.
It's a tragedy that he won't be out there, the push-up king. He's our absolute favourite. We appreciate you coming into the commentary box tonight, Jakey.